13-1, winning by a half length over the impressive Maddie's Gold, the stakes winner. They were 7.5 lengths clear of the third place finisher for old time's sake.
Assiniboia Downs is proud to present our featured field. In race number 8, it's the 51st running of the Buffalo for 2-year-old Manitoba Foals. Daily Double, Superfecta, Triactor Quinella Exactor, Win Play Show Wagering. They're going to go 1 mile for a purse of $50,000. Number 1 is Dr. Zing, owned and trained by Guy Kling, Hilario Estrella aboard. Number 2 is Vladimir, owned by Grannis Champ Stable, trained by Blair Miller, with Tyrone Nelson. Number 3 is Smoke Show, owned by Little Apple Stable and Ardell Sailor, trained by Ardell Sailor, with Paul Nolan. Number 4 is Runaway Delight, owned by K5 Stable, trained by Shelley Brown, with Adrian Ramos. Number 5, Gibson's Finest Scratched. Number 6 is Jet Again, owned by Barry Arneson, Cam Ziprick, and Charles Fouliard, trained by Chad Torvell, with Christopher Husbands. Number 7 is Lightning Touch, owned by Stephanie Swiderliak, trained by Marge Patterson, with Ronaldo Cumberbatch. Number 8 is Straight Right, owned by Dennis Mitchell, Don and Gay Bell, and Gold Medal Stable, trained by Carl Anderson, with Chavi and Chow. Number 9 is Zdeno, owned by Barry Arneson, Al Daly, Daryl Sunsback, and Cam Ziprek, trained by Chad Torvell, with Janine Smith. Rounding out our featured field is number 10, Regal Silver, owned by K5 Stable, trained by Shelley Brown, with Adolfo Morales. Following the running of the Buffalo, CTHS Director Bill Baczynski will make a presentation to the winning connections. Daily Double, Superfecta, Triactor Quinella Exactor, Win Play, and they'll be set. They're at the post. And they're off in the 51st running of the Buffalo. From the inside, Smoke Show is the first out of the gate. Pressuring from the outside is Lightning Touch. Zdeno now takes over and going to the lead. Regal Silver has settled back in 4th. Jet Again secured the rail in 5th. Straight Right is back in 6th. Then it's a gap of some 2 lengths back to the ralliers, which are going to be Runaway Delight, Vladimir, and Dr. Zing. They went the opening quarter in 23-3, and Zdeno has a length advantage. Smoke Show right there on the outside, grouping up in the second wave, 2 lengths back. On the inside is Jet Again. In between horses, Regal Silver is right up there, as is Straight Right, but it's Zdeno who has now opened up a 3-length advantage. Smoke Show is battling on for second. To the inside, Jet Again. The wide trip for Straight Right. And in between horses is still Smoke Show, 3/4, 116-4. And Zdeno, the Manitoba bred that beat the open horses last time, is cruising on the field. Zdeno, a wonder horse in the making, is going to get it done and takes the Buffalo. Second goes to Runaway Delight. Third to Dr. Zing, and 4th to Regal Silver. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold all tickets. The inquiry sign is on the board. Please hold all tickets. Now entering the winner's enclosure is the unofficial winner of the 51st running of the Buffalo. That's number 9, Zdeno. Zdeno is a dark bear brown gelding, 2 years old, by Milwaukee Brew, out of the mare's Silver Sonnet by Silver Deputy, owned by Barry Arneson, Al Daly, Daryl Sunsback, and Cam Ziprick, trained by Chad Torvell, and ridden to victory by Janine Smith. Time for the mile, 1:45. Number 9, Zdeno, was proudly bred right here in Manitoba by one of his owners, Cam Ziprick. Should the results stand official, congratulations goes out to trainer Chad Torvell and rider Janine Smith. Race 8 is official, and ladies and gentlemen, here are your official combo payoffs. Down's own paddock host Rob McLennan has the winning connections of the Buffalo. Rob?
Thanks, Kerr. We're down here with the winning connections of the $50,000 Buffalo Stakes. Janine Smith, Chad Torvell, the Arneson Daly, Sunsback Ziprick ownership group. Janine, you got a bit of a wide trip going into the first turn, went to the front end and just kind of cruised around. At no point was he really challenged. Were you worried at all a little bit about it, and was that the plan going in?
Well, the plan going in was to let him break sharp and see where we were at, and if there was speed to go, we would sit off it. He broke really sharp, and I kind of left it open, and there was really no one to go. He's just a really nice horse.
Yeah, he really did all the running he needed to today, and another checkbox for him going 2 turns now. Was that ever a concern? Always is a concern, I'm sure, but were you ever worried about it? And then just talk about when you knew you kind of had it.
You know what, after his last race, when he won the Futurity, he galloped out so well that, I mean, we really didn't think that 2 turns would be a problem, and obviously it isn't.
Yeah, obviously bred for it. Congratulations, Gene. Anything else to add?
Yeah, I'd like to say a huge thank you, first of all, to Keno, his groom, and all the boys at the barn, and to the owners and breeders, who are, luckily we have them here with us today, and a big thank you to Chad. He's a really nice horse, and I'm so thankful to have the opportunity to ride him, so thank you again.
Thank you, Janine. Moving on to Chad. So here we go in the Buffalo Stakes. This is a long-awaited win now. It's been a couple of years. So what did you think going in? That was your kind of plan too, what Janine kind of said there, and then what you thought of the race?
I talked to Cam about it before, and we had a couple different game plans going in. We had an A, B, and a C, and then we had one last meeting back at the barn today, and we're like, just let him run from the gate, and if someone wants to be courageous and go, then we'd sit off him, and if they don't, then we just lope along.
Yeah, he definitely ran a really good race. Drew off to definitely convincingly win. So what's the plan from here? I know you go to Phoenix. I know there's races out west. I know he's a Manitoba bred and can come back here next year and hopefully clean up. I don't know what the plan is here.
I think the plan probably is go to the bar and have one and then enjoy this one.
Yeah, that's definitely a good place to start. So we'll move on to Cam here if anything else to add.
No, I just want to thank everyone involved with the horse, the owners obviously, and Janine rode the horse really well, and I want to thank the horse. He did a hell of a job today.
Yeah, he's done a hell of a job all meet here now. Undefeated 2-year-old moving on to Cam Ziprick on behalf of the owners. What did you think of the race? What was your opinion of it? And then obviously we'll ask you the same question about moving forward.
Well, just a sure thing is never a sure thing. I've been around too long to know that even if you have the best horse in the race, you need all that luck, because with 9 horses in the race, anything can go wrong. We wanted him to keep his face clean, and he did, and there was no traffic that he had to deal with, other than just the breeze in his hair.
Yeah, so this mare was a mare that you went and bought in Ontario, as I understand. So why Milwaukee Brew? Why the connection there? And then just talk a little bit about how he was kind of coming from here to like then when he was like a foal and then to here.
Well, I bought the mare in Kentucky, actually. I pulled her out in Ontario. I rebred her to Milwaukee Brew and brought her home, and this is the resulting foal, a Manitoba bred Ontario sired horse. But I got the stud fee offered to me from Gail Wood in Toronto that recommended him, so I went ahead and rolled the dice, and it worked.
Yeah, it really seems to turn out that he's turned into a really, really nice 2-year-old here at ASD. Anything else to add? Just a tremendous afternoon.
Yeah, no, we're still tabling what we're going to do with him. We're not sure. There's a good chance he'll go to Phoenix for the winter and come back and hopefully have a really good 3-year-old. But I'd like to take a second just to thank Janine and Chad and all the people at the barn, and most of all Barry for going way over budget at last year's yearling sale to keep the horse. So I mean, just tickled pink that we still have him. And to date, he's by far the best horse I've ever bred. But I put that to date. We're still working on better.
Congratulations, all. Good work, Barry, at the sale there. Back up to you, Kurt.
Thank you very much, Rob. In the upcoming 9th race